against sexism. 3 Tamil Nadu cops have attempted to speak up and make a difference, to shame misogynists and put them on notice. 3 women IPS officers appeal to the film fraternity to be more responsible to society. Cinema leaves an everlasting impression in the minds of youth, so respect women. It's very important, they say. Listen in to their appeal.
நம்மளோட பாரத நாட்டுக்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பாரத மாதா அப்படின்னு நம்ம பேர் வச்சிருக்கோம். நம்ம நாட்டில் உள்ள நதிகளுக்கு எல்லாம் கூட பெண்களோட பெயரில் வச்சிருக்கோம். அந்த மாதிரி பெண்களை போற்றி பெருமையாக பார்க்குற நாடு நம்ம நாடு. இந்த பெண்களுக்கான விடுதலைக்காகவும் சுதந்திரத்துக்காகவும் போராடின எத்தனையோ பெரியவர்கள் இந்த நாட்டில் இருக்காங்க. ஆனால் இன்னைக்கு கூட பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பெரியார் அவர்கள் சொன்னது மாதிரி
It is an undisputed fact that the films, music, TV programs, advertisements, lyrics, dialogues have a very major, profound impact on our mind, on our spirit, on our behavior, which can both be positive as well as negative. The recent increase in the crime against women and the girls, as well as the recent increase in the indecent behavior, can to a very large extent be attributed to the exposure which the young minds have to these objectionable movies.
Film, lyrics and dialogues, they have the greatest devastating impact on the minds, young minds of people today. Movies are the greatest influence in today's context, and sadly it has become a major factor for the rise in many crimes against women. Movie dialogues and lyrics, be it positive or negative, they mold the thoughts, the perceptions, the attitudes of youngsters particularly.
3 women police officers from Tamil Nadu have appealed to filmmakers to be sensitive in their portrayal on women and have appealed to them to avoid any kind of misogynistic content on cinema with respect to their songs, lyrics or scenes. They say that cinema as a medium has a profound impact on youngsters, and there have been several instances where crime against women are directly or indirectly attributed to the influence from cinema. They have asked the filmmakers to be responsible. In Chennai, with video journalist Balsubramaniam, Lokpriya, NewsX.
Well, joining us live now, in fact, this morning is IPS Officer and DCP Law and Order, Coimbatore City, CB Laxmi from Coimbatore. Thank you for speaking with us, Laxmi. Can you elaborate the reason for coming up with this campaign? What motivated you?
Actually, it has been in my mind, and when the local press people approached me, I thought it is better, it's the right time to share my views about this subject. So I just utilized this opportunity and I just registered my views, that's all.
Right, and cinema does have an enormous impact on youngsters. Do you think filmmakers, Laxmi, need to be sensitive?
Actually, cinema is a very powerful media, as we all know. And I feel that definitely whatever being shown or told in the film will have its own impact on the young minds of the society. So, hence I think filmmakers should be a little sensitive and responsive.
Do you think, Laxmi, also that current films have several objectionable content then when it comes to women, be it songs, scenes or even music lyrics sometimes?
In the past it was not like that. In the recent past only we are coming across such dialogues and lyrics, and there are so many songs we could hear nowadays. And the songs which are having words which are really degrading women is very hurting. As a lady officer, as a lady police officer, I feel it is my responsibility to come out and make my appeal to the filmmakers to stop this. Because as I said already, it will definitely change the mindset of youngsters in the society.
On an average then, Laxmi, how many cases that you get are inspired from movies, inspired from films?
Films, then other media. Film is having its own impact, as I have already told. So the social problems, actually all film directors generally take up any one of the social problem and discuss about that in their films. So the crimes against women should also be given that much importance. So they can take up this subject in their films, and they can come out with solutions also. Definitely, it will be having its own impact in the society. I personally feel that if the directors or the youth, come out with some solutions for crimes against women, naturally it will reduce the crimes against women.
Can crime against women then, Laxmi, be attributed, you feel, to the exposure to misogynistic content on films, on movies?
Yeah, of course, I feel filmmakers have got a major role. Though there are other forms of social media, I feel filmmakers have a major role to play in the society. They can bring up changes in the society. So, if whatever being told or shown in the film, definitely it will affect the mindset of people, particularly youngsters. So I think they have got a major role to play.
You feel then that filmmakers have a major role to play in shaping youngsters, Laxmi?
What I appeal is, it is my honest request to the filmmakers, all the lyricists, music directors, actors, directors, that please don't degrade women. Please be very cautious while using words, because they too have their own sisters and mothers at home. So if they degrade any women, it is like degrading their own sister and mother. So it is only my appeal. So please respect women.
All right. We leave it at that. Laxmi, thanks very much for joining us with that perspective, that reaction there. Thanks for joining us this morning. Meanwhile, more reactions coming in.
It's very unfortunate there are law officers and our police officers have to blame the cinema. There is violence in cinema. I accept the fact, and I think there should be much less of it, because it does promote a kind of a mentality and perpetuate a violent mentality. But the fact of the matter is that the job of these officers is to ensure law and order.
This is an excuse. See, they should do their duty. What the police is doing now, people are seeing. Police should take stringent steps to control all these things. The women should be protected. It is the duty of the police. See, there are many things which can induce such kind of a bad thing among youth. But you cannot blame one such thing, a movie alone or songs alone.
Bringing awareness is something very, very important. But just blaming the entertainment industry, I don't think is sufficient. Secondly, we have a fundamental right to freedom of speech and expression, which would also include exhibiting these films, which are also subject to censor board scrutiny. Blaming the entertainment industry and saying that cinemas are the ones which are promoting misogamy is only one-sided. It is not a complete truth.
They are quite right in that. So where the norm and the trend is to glorify stalking, glorify objectification of women, that forms part of our cultural narrative. And we do take our cues about how to go on with our life from these, these media.
I don't think that, people should simply target film industry. Film industry is basically for entertainment of people, and, they should concentrate on their own work, and they should try to see how cinema making is something what people enjoy, and the content. I think there is a censor board in place. There are people in place to watch what is happening, the kind of entertainment which can be provided, and so I think that baseless comments like that should stop happening, and they should do some constructive work in their area and their line of work.
I would like to applaud them and thank them for bringing attention to this issue. As they had said, and also, common sense might dictate, you can't actually draw a correlation and say, oh, because of this happened. If you're showing consistent films, consistent messaging that's saying that you can treat a girl as you want, you can abuse her, you can do this, you can stalk her, you can completely disregard